Welcome back, everybody. We're running slightly late, but we're here with qualifying from Silverstone, but it is reverse Silverstone. So, yeah, it's Bats and me tonight again in the booth, and yeah.
Hello. Honestly, this is when we were obviously talking about, the fact that you had two tiers to do and you didn't like the idea of doing it yourself for both. And everyone was like, oh, well, who's going to do it? You know what? I'm enjoying it.
What,
It's different.
casting? Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, to start with, I was kind of like, I really don't want to do that, but I'll do it so you're not alone. And now it's I wouldn't say I look forward to it, but I don't dread it either. You know what I mean?
that's nice to hear, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's like, for sure, like, yeah, starting off, of course.
Still figuring out what to say, when to say.
Yeah, but
But
that's how it is.
yeah,
Okay, you guys will actually get some sound now.
we've got
And we are
Nitro
now
starting
finally
his
in.
lap with Ocean relatively close behind, I'd say. A couple of
This might be
tenths,
very
maybe a
loud.
second. I can do an audio check for you as well.
Yeah, I think because I have headphones on again, I need to turn down the volume in game a little bit, but I think this should probably be fine. Yeah, I have witnessed Yanaman, I think, streaming Reverse Silverstone like 1.5 weeks ago, but otherwise I have not seen much of it. I have heard of some of our drivers though, that it is
And
actually
confirm
a
audio
decently...
is good, by the way.
Yeah, nice. It's actually a decently fun reverse track.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's weird because you're so used to, obviously, I don't think we've done a single season since I joined in 11. So that's, what, 8 seasons now? Yeah. So in 8 seasons, I don't think we've had a single season where we haven't done Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that we're now doing it again, but it's in reverse, is, for me personally, throwing me off a little bit, because when you come out, you're so used to going, obviously, out and to the right, but when you're coming out to the left, like, your knowledge on, like, your pit time, obviously the amount of time it takes to go in, change tires, and then come back out, it's actually different because it works differently now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward for this either ways. I assume it's quite new experience for most of the driver. And honestly, like, saying it's been ages since we've gotten a new track, but that's like kinda real F1's fault. But then again, it's like a
Fair
cool...
though, this is probably the closest we're gonna get to it.
Yeah,
I think
right?
the newest track we got was Miami.
Yeah.
23, was it?
Might
or 22?
Can't remember when.
Might be 22 actually.
Well, 4
but yeah,
years again already.
I think that's basically the newest track we have, and we've not really had any variations. So the fact that we're getting some tracks in reverse was a weird idea, but
yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
I will admit, out of the 3 that we've got in this game, I do prefer Austria, and I would have liked if we did Austria. Ooh, one of the Racing Bulls going very wide there. But yeah, Austria's way better, I think.
Okay.
This one's very technical, like trying to figure out how you navigate the corners and stuff. It's a bit stressful, especially turn 1. It's a very big, long left-hand swoop, and you've got to obviously get your turn in and your braking almost perfect, because you need to line yourself up for the next right-hander.
Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, as I don't play the game myself, I have also not seen any of the tracks apart from, well, briefly watching Yanaman absolutely dive-bombing the shit out of some random driver in the last lap of the race he streamed. I'm looking forward for Elite. He's gonna be a menace for sure. If he has the pace again. Well, honestly, last week Yeah, we will talk about elite drivers later. One elite driver we can talk about, though, is Cherry, who is trialing for Challenger after getting a majority vote of the Challenger drivers in favor of him trying out in the lower tier tonight.
Mm-hmm. Think it might be a good shout. Obviously, first laps are in. We've got DJ with a 27.0 and we've got Cherry with a 27.9. So,
I mean,
he's, you know, doesn't seem to be a clear, like, Cherry dominating. I do believe that he could be fighting for... Sorry to interrupt you. I do believe he could be fighting for podiums if he stays in Challenger, but I don't think it's going to be Cherry dominance.
I mean, to be fair, this is like a quite fluent transition between bottom-end Elite and top-end Challenger. I feel like top-end Challenger guys have shown in the last race in Abu Dhabi that they are able to run with the Elite tier grid for the most of it.
Even some of them are beating me.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I think like you're beating them and they're beating you about equal times, I'd say. Like, I don't think the difference is that big. Like, not saying that every bottom-end Elite tier driver should drive in Challenger, but I do feel like generally on some races, top-end Challenger will beat out bottom-end Elite. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing... well, I'm curious to see that either way. Would like to see, of course, Nitro, Ocean and DJ in Elite again. Would also be very fun.
Yeah, definitely. The other thing you have as well is in terms of the seeding. If you go from me, where I am in Elite, to like, I'd say P9, 10 in Challenger, the seeding times, there was about 9/10 of a like, all that were within like a 9/10 window.
Yeah.
So it was so close as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're proving themselves. I would have loved to have been in Challenger so I could fight for podiums, but
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I feel like that's probably a common thing. You rather want to be top end of a division than lower end, and even when it is a higher
definitely
one. But honestly, you've been scoring points. Plenty left and right.
I think 4 or 6, I don't know.
Might be, but yeah.
And then so we don't talk about last race. That I don't know what happened. Obviously, we've not spoken since. But obviously, I DNF'd, retired.
Well, to be fair,
because I had a weird bug. Like, so many bugs happened that lobby, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, the entire race was like a little bit of a shit show, both game performance-wise and driver performance-wise. No front.
Yeah. Like, for me, I was alongside Hussein, and then out of nowhere, I just got sent into the wall. Like, it was almost like he, you know, swiped to the right, but he didn't move. Even on my end, he didn't move. On Hussein's end, no one moved. I just got sent out, and I mean, if it was just the front wing, I would have pit, and I would have gone back out and tried my absolute best. But the second you take any rear wing damage in this game, you're basically out.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, honestly. Like, honestly, we saw it with Athra, was it, last weekend, who crashed early and then kept on spinning for 10 laps. Like,
and then Seagull in Canada, who ended up retiring in the pits because of the collision him and Britan had as well, which gave him significant rear wing damage. So
I mean, it makes sense, probably. I think you're not surviving rear wing damage well in real F1 either.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's probably not the most satisfying mechanic. DJ to Elite. Are we moving on from Nitro to Elite now? once again beating Yanamon times. Well, something about 35% qualifying is quicker than 50%. So I have no idea how that is working neither.
I don't know. I mean, we got Cherry with a 27-0 now, which is obviously just slightly ahead of Nitro. So, I mean, the argument is now, if these two are matched on pace, then is there any need to bump Nitro up to Elite?
That's what I'm saying the entire fucking season. Everybody's crying about Nitro, but they are actually not even, like, smoking Challenger tier. It's...
In my defense, the only thing I said is we should talk about it.
Yeah,
I didn't say he should.
Fair enough, but, like, I don't know. I was about to say no front to any Challenger driver watching, but nah, fuck you guys, full front. He is not outplaced in Challenger. He is top end of Challenger. But it's not like he's mega broken OP, can't drive here at all, needs to be moved up. Like, nah. Don't want to say just get good, but...
Laudo saying, switch me in Nitro and DJ in Cherry. But then you've got Ocean. Like, you can't win. If you take those two out and put us in, then you've got...
Yeah, someone is gonna win after. Again. This is the thing, like...
Yeah,
then another one is gonna be first, and people will be like, oh wait, this guy's first, he needs to move up to Elite. No, somebody has to be first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, let's see. Can Fabian cook? Our, the Copium championship contender, honestly, at this point. It does not look like he cooked too hard, to be honest. Who else is out? I find also it's like super confusing to see who is actually on a hot lap here, because the car placements are like so weird. And you would look like at the minimap and be like, oh yeah, this point is close towards the finish line, but they're actually driving away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Manop is
obviously after the race, like both sessions have gone over, and obviously after probably tomorrow is the likelihood of when we discuss if we're actually gonna keep Cherry in Challenger or not.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be there until decided otherwise, I think, is the standpoint so far. But yeah, well, of course, we have no idea how he's doing yet. Currently is P3, but seems well in line with the other top-tier Challenger tier drivers as of now.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing as well is we've not had Ferrari in Challenger at all. So him coming in and going into the Ferrari that has no points is not gonna make probably won't make any difference to the standings at the end of the day.
He will still steal points of everybody else, which is, I think, a fair point that you can make. But
yeah,
wait.
But in that case as well, though, we have the, I guess, the clause of if he's too dominant in this race, he's just gonna get disqualified, so it doesn't affect the points at all.
For real. Yeah.
So this is purely a rogue incident, I guess, a trial to see what's going to go on.
Yep. We're on board with Daddy, who is even repping a UK helmet, which
It's the Lewis Hamilton helmet. It's the Roscoe one.
I did not...
Comes with the...
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
The Champion Edition.
Oh, okay.
Which comes with a bunch of helmets and liveries and other customization.
Daddy just lost my respect on like three different levels.
He has just gone purple 1.
Yeah, fair.
2, sorry. Personal, I think.
Might be.
But yeah. We'll see how he's doing when he crosses the line in just a second. Keeps it on track nicely in the last corner.
That's
Doesn't improve.
No, half a second improvement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just in a huge hole between Psycho and Fabian. He was like, he did improve by 0.6, but now Fabian is like 1.3 seconds down, and he's still 0.3 seconds down against the car ahead. So, wait, who Asuna is on an outlap?
There we go. Yeah, no. So Asuna on a hot lap, and everyone else on the outlaps.
Yep, last attempts are being set up for these drivers now.
Yeah. And I'm with Nitro, who is coming up to the final corner. Is about to start his lap. Be the final one for the session. Because I can't see the timer.
1 minute, exactly.
Yeah, I wish if you were spectating, you could get like a different timer.
Yeah.
That didn't go
or
on
the yellow flags just showed up next to it instead of covering it.
I like the fact that they show up on the top of the standings, but I wish there was like maybe on the top right or something a little timer that you get for when you're actually in qualifying yourself. You can have the permanent countdown on top right. It's a little red rectangle with the countdown in it. So let's see. Didn't quite notice where he was on there. Cherry with a 2/10 improvement. Nitro's going to be coming up to the end of sector 2, so I can see the improvement on him.
Yeah. Jonas is a 10th up, and honestly he does not need much more, but he has spun now. So that's it for Jonas. I think DJ is also not on a hot lap anymore.
Nitro is not on a lap, and he's giving Ocean a tow.
Ocean, though.
Which I don't think actually made any difference.
I don't know. We will see. Ocean is just about to finish his lap here.
I mean, he was just behind for, I wouldn't even say a 10th. So I don't think the slipstream or the tow worked there.
Nope, Ocean did not improve.
No improvement.
Psycho is still going, and he is currently 0.2 up after
Cherry,
sector 1.
2 tenths down at the end of his lap there.
Psycho's 2/10 up. It's not enough to get past Menep yet. He needs...
Yeah, and let's see. Fabian with a 300th of a second improvement. It's good, but unfortunately not enough to bump him up.
Yeah. And Psycho could improve here. 0.3.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that is just about enough. Exactly 100th here.
Put some P6 there, so decent start. Usual suspects around the top half. DJ with obviously getting pole there.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Mercedes crew to park this car, and then we're going on towards the race here. Yeah, I mean, Catalina, of course, not there tonight. Might be a chance for Racing Bulls to do something in the Constructors.
Definitely, yes.
And otherwise, Mercedes looking really good here for now. Jonas on P2, and then Psycho on 6th is also like far up there. Both Racing Bulls behind Cherry, and DJ, as many predicted, currently the man to beat here on that pole position.
Yeah, so full lineup. We got DJ in P1, followed by Jonas and Cherry. The two Racing Bulls behind in Form 5, Psycho P6, the only Kick Sauber of Men up in P7, the only Haas running, Deddy in P8, Fabian with a P9, Asuna with P10, Herbie, Speedy, and Panda, the Ascension boys closing out the rest.
Yeah. Could we introduce another tier under Challenger, please? Fabian is asking. I don't know. I think at that point you may be going
Fabian, if
into
you
time
want
trial.
that to happen,
Like,
we can have a 5-lapper on a Saturday evening, and it can be called Fabian's Hot Laps. How about
or
that?
something. Nah, but like there's just not the drivers, unfortunately. Like even if we removed all the way quicker drivers, it's just 1.2 second difference between P8 and P9 is crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. You know why that is? Like, did you just not play this track at all, or like you were on pace in the previous races? I wouldn't have thought the difference should be that big.
Fabian is just a horrible track. That's all.
Well, this one.
Like in reverse, it's just not great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the copium.
I don't think it's reflective of the overall performance.
Interesting tire allocation here. Now getting back towards the race here briefly. Everybody almost on softs. It's only Ocean, Manup, and Daddy on hard/medium.
That's an interesting take.
Is the tire wear that like non-existent here?
I wouldn't say it's non-existent. I think it's your front right that takes a lot of a beating.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's more corners to the left, so you're leaning on that front right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can see potentially just a one-stop for everyone, but I can also see the softs falling off really quick.
Yeah, I mean, usually they don't last very long. And honestly, depending on how you warm them up as well, I guess. Tower is 8% per lap on medium for 50% race. People are saying someone will jump on the sausage curb, turn 1 and hit another car. Yeah, that sounds like a threat for elite tier. Okay, so I have like some tire wears here, and warming up wear is between 0 and 5%. Someone has been drifting around so much, they're already at a disadvantage on the soft tire. Or they're driving a qualifying tire again. That might be, of course. But yeah, how many laps is this gonna be? I swear Silverstone's like
19,
mega short.
18?
Yeah, might be. We will see in a second.
It's 26, I believe, for 50%.
Okay. So 50% is gonna be 2-stopper, you reckon?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like some people will try and go for the one-stop, but I personally don't think it's valuable.
Well. Let's see what's going on here then. 18 laps, as you said. Lights are going on. The run to the first turn is super short. Need a very good start here to do something at all, but Cherry just jumps Jonas and Psycho jumps both Racing Bulls here on the start. Two Mercedes here, very close together, coming together there briefly. And further down, there is some position changes. Sunero up to P7 already. And Fabian losing out some positions further down.
Yeah. Some of the guys going into these corners side by side, taking a few risks, trying to get some positions.
Yeah, Fabian and Herbie here. But in the end, Herbie backs out and yields the position to Fabian. Tries to squeeze Manup a little bit here. We'll have to take...
Manup losing 3 positions since the start as well, and Speedy taking a really wide exit of cops in reverse.
Yeah, I mean, Manup, of course, on the medium tire, so at a big disadvantage against all the soft runners. Who else is on mediums? I think it was one of the Racing Bulls. And Daddy, maybe, I think. So, yeah, possible race strategies. The game tells me soft medium is drivable and soft hard is also drivable.
Not spread out too much. DJ getting the fastest lap of the race there. Usually is the case for the first lap. Person on pole is obviously taking it, and we've got Menop taking out some of the boards there.
Sooner they're taking the sausage curb, but not into another car. He did get overtaken by Deddy though.
Yeah.
Now he can fulfill his long ago made promise of taking out Deddy.
Definitely. Fabian back up to P9 as well, so dropped down to P11 and has managed to take those places back.
Yeah, DRS zone is coming up as well.
Yeah, which obviously DRS activated after the first lap.
Yeah, and Suna goes very wide there. And will yield the position to Fabian pretty much immediately.
Cherry is now taking the lead of the race. DJ looking for a move. Just hoping that Cherry makes some form of a mistake so he can slip past them.
Ooh, and okay, I want to see Herbie's perspective on that later on, because that must have been mega close. Menop and the Sunaro coming together there briefly, and then yeah, Herbie just
taking
about
the fastest
missing
lap
the car.
there.
Yep, and Jonas is pushing onto DJ and Cherry. Yeah, this early chicane looks very awkward to drive backwards, honestly.
It's not fun.
Yeah, I assume most turns are, because they, like, usually the turns open up a lot more towards the exit, but here they probably tighten because, well, it's reversed. So, I think more often you're gonna be running out of track if you're not, warmed up with the track. Jonas here, running wide. Exhibit A.
Fanta in the chat saying, right, you've seen enough. Move Cherry to elite.
Yeah, so real.
But a 7/10 gap and not gaining a lot. DJ's keeping it and he is closing the gap. Just need to see what the next couple of laps and then pit strategy as well.
Yeah. Seagull's saying he likes the first chicane now, because it's a very big skill corner.
It is. It's definitely a big skill corner. Very easy to mess it up.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, the sausage curb's really deadly there, I guess. Oh, Herbie speeding the pit lane.
10 second. Yeah. And Asuna also with a 10-second penalty.
No, that's 3 seconds for corner cutting. He is not in the pits. Wait, Herbie DNFs. Okay.
Must be a retirement.
Yeah, in the pits. I'm not sure what happened there for him to retire already. I was under the impression he was nice and well in the game. And in the race still. But, yeah, maybe something happened that I missed. Nitro went off track big time somewhere and has been overtaken by Deddy even.
Losing a total of 3 positions since the start of the race as well.
Ah, okay. Herbie just wants to watch football instead, so he retired.
I mean, did the correct procedure. Can't fault him.
Yeah. Nitro throwing so he can escape the go-to lead chance. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that yellow in Sector 1 should clear.
I mean, Herbie has left the session. I was about to say, the car should
as I said that,
despawn
yeah, it's
any
gone.
second, yeah.
Yeah, so... Not too bad. Are you able to see warnings on the tool at all?
No. Only penalties, and not even the 10-second penalty and stuff. Because the 10-second penalties are like technically no time penalties until they are not served by the end of the race. Beforehand, it's just, well, you should serve this at the pit stop, but you don't have a time penalty technically, I guess.
Yeah, sooner just for the 3 seconds, so not able to serve it in the pits.
Yeah, exactly. Like corner cuts don't apply, so yeah. They're there.
Be interesting if you could serve them in the pit.
Honestly, I think you pretty much never have a benefit of serving them in the pits.
Jonas, off the track.
Losing 2 positions here. Nitro is still a good while back.
Got a lot of grip loss from that. With all the grass on the tires.
So far, the soft tires I can see are between 28 and 20%. So they
Jonas
should
coming
still
in
be
for a pit
alright.
stop now as well.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta, I guess. No better
Yeah,
time
I
than
guess
now.
after that. Are you able to see what the wear is on, or highest wear on softs?
Well, there's only like 3 people who have their telemetry shared, so I can only
Share
see...
your telemetry, people.
Yeah,
Give us info.
Only see these values, and the highest one is 32 now, the lowest one is 22 now, so the wear is still okay. I think soft tires drop off a little bit earlier than the others, though. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, definitely.
How share telemetry? There is an option in the telemetry settings somewhere. Like when you go to settings and then go to... There's like one category that's telemetry. And you can set one of the options from private to public there, I think. And then the tool we're running and grabbing data with can... well, I can't see much more stuff, honestly. I can only see the ERS, which I can see and spectate anyways, and I can see the tire wear. Hey.
But tire wear is good for us to have knowledge on as well. And Cherry coming into the pits now.
Oh, 10-second time penalty. There we go. Fanta saying it. Now, who was saying it earlier? Cherry has not thrown yet. Here we are. Though, by the pace the top guys are going, like, he's probably gonna get P2 even with the time penalty.
Yeah. I believe Cherry's also running an elite.
I didn't look that, honestly, because I finished eating very short before the stream was supposed to start. Hence the slight delay on the going live, at least. But it might be. Yeah.
Cherry is checked in.
Okay.
17 for the race tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see top-end Challenger tier drivers fill up Elite as well. Like, I don't know, it's not like this is a bad race or anything, and we have plenty to watch as of now here, action-wise. But 20 drivers just hits different. Ocean has left the session. Let's try to get him back ASAP. Boah.
I'm on invite.
Got him. Well, we have Asuna and Speedy fighting. Trying to get some more perspectives in from a little bit further back, as we're more often so watching the top 5. But there's been some nice display of racing from cars further back now. Yeah, Kingsman saying Cherry will be there. He has just confirmed it. Love to see it. Nobody seems to be getting the pit entry right.
It's not going that great.
Cherry's now gonna have to get past Asuna, who is running a little bit wide there. The soft tires not looking too great. For a second I was anxious he would oversteer into Cherry there. He does not really look like he had the greatest grip. So, who do we have out here? DJ still on his soft tire. And then P2...
Everyone ahead of Cherry still needs to pit.
Yeah, but Menup and Daddy on medium and Ocean is on hards, so they may still take a little bit of time until they go in.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people be getting caught out, especially in Elite maybe as well, with the pit entry.
Yeah, I mean they have probably I think you would practice reverse Silverstone, right? Like
I know Kingsman's gonna do his usual and not practice at all,
and
fair, fraud his way to a podium.
Nah, it's only gonna work out so often. I don't think he can keep getting away with it.
That's fine. I'm trying the Kingsman approach today. I'll take his luck.
Yeah. You will be ending up crushing each other out. Can already see it.
You know what? As long as it's him, I won't be mad.
So, Cherry has actually gained on DJ big time. Undercut there, great success. DJ has gone on to the mediums. Opposed to Cherry's hards. And of course, Cherry still carries that 10-second time penalty round. That's not gonna help him too much. Jonas has also caught up to his teammate again after the pit stops.
Oh, Jonas going wide on cops.
I feel like this is like a turn exit that catches a lot of drivers out. I feel like pretty much every driver I've spectated there has gone wide there in one of their laps.
Yeah, obviously in the normal direction you can usually take it flat. Sometimes you need to lift a little bit if you're like close behind a car, but on this it's different. Obviously it tightens more because, as you said earlier, the corners usually open up. But yeah, we got Asuna into the pits.
Yeah, extra careful there, taking the pit limiter way earlier than you need to. But he's not going to get a penalty with that.
Yeah. Nitro in P8 though is a rogue one.
I mean, he's still gonna get there. Daddy, Menup, and Ocean all still have to pit. And I think as of now, they would all be coming out behind Nitro. That would make him P5 on track technically, but still that you can argue is a little bit of a weird one. I mean, if he can find pace a little bit, Cherry is only 2 seconds ahead technically because of the 10-second time penalty he has. I mean, Cherry...
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
How this is going to end.
Yeah, I mean, Psycho's driving a really good race so far. I'm not trying to jinx the man, but he has kind of bottled it in every other race he was in a good position.
Yeah.
Well, not like mega bottled it, but he sure could have finished higher, I guess. In at least 2 or 3 races, I remember. But we'll see. Let's hope the Mercedes don't take each other out or something. Jonas is currently driving a quite solid race as well. These guys, of course, would be net P2 and 3 as of now. And Daddy and Menup here, engaging in a little bit of a battle. I think... Oh, yeah, I was about to say, like... Honestly, the defensive line by Daddy did not look like it was gonna work, but Manup kinda miscalculated as well. And so it could not make the overtake work neither. Daddy is really parking his car on the apex here. It's difficult for Manup to find a way through.
Not long left to go as well.
Is this not a DRS straight, by the way, anymore? After turn 3 or 4? Or why is there like no DRS at all? Even in the reverse track. I feel like this would be such a logical...
where it says 3 on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the right of there.
Yeah.
So they moved it.
Yeah, I know. I mean...
Just for the reverse one, it's now when you come out of cops. Only for the reverse one.
Oh,
the normal
okay.
rotation, that is still a DRS straight.
Yeah, fair. Okay. I see the reasoning of Seagull there. They only have DRS before braking zones. Or they have, like, I don't know, Japan, Suzuka. Where we saw what happened to... who was that? Colapinto last time round?
Duin.
Oh, Duin, yeah. Who did not close his DRS into turn 1 manually because there was no braking zone.
Well, if it was, you know... It worked in the sim, so why not?
Yeah, honestly... I wonder if it even works in the sim, but at the same point, like, can you fault the man? How is he supposed to know? But yeah. Jonas here. I can't imagine he has better pace. At least he looked like he had better pace until he made the mistake there. But he's not getting past his teammates well.
I don't think Ocean's made the right call here. So he's going to go as long as he can on these hards, and then do the last couple of laps on softs.
Yeah.
Which in theory, yes, is great, and it could work. But it could also go the total opposite way, and he loses so many positions in the pits.
I think this lap is overdoing it. 6 laps are probably quite good on the softs, considering everybody else we've been seeing on softs.
Yeah. I'm just unsure if this is going to be a valid shout.
Oh my god, and Jonas spun again. Well, Nitro's already here, so, yeah, Nitro just sneakily making his way up to the podium again, as it looks off right now. Actually, he's just out of it right now. He's like 0.6 away off Cherry after time penalties. Well, Man of Daddy battle is gonna go on even after they pitted.
I can't remember how long the pit
is long. I think it's not much faster than forwards, if at all.
So like, I think it's like 28 seconds. 18,
yeah.
28, something like
that. It's close to 30, yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna, even with the time penalty for Cherry, obviously, that's gonna be, he's gonna come out maybe like P6.
Yeah,
I mean we'll find out in a second.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm just gonna swap it over to interval, or to leader delta, I guess, in a bit, and then we can see how much exactly Ocean lost against Cherry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's behind Nitro. I think Jonas is... I mean, the exit is very fast now, so... Not sure if Jonas is gonna stay ahead here.
So I think, as it stands, I believe Cherry gets P3. Just. I think it's close to being... Hang on, I need to do quick maths.
So,
I'm not good at maths.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally about half a second away from keeping P3.
Yeah. Needs to be a little bit quicker. It is actually 28 seconds. I have looked at the delta. Ocean is now 18 seconds down, or was 18 seconds down of Cherry. on pit exit, and he was like 10 to 11 seconds ahead.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's obviously like a big factor for two-stop race as well. If you're saying Elite is most likely going to be two-stop, one-stop could just be viable by the fact alone that you lose so much time in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonas was not having any of that Ocean move there. Just drove his line. Oh, that was a very nice move by Ocean though. He has the inside line for the last turn here now. Jonas has to back out and does so. And that is Ocean up to P5. Of course, on fresher tires, Jonas here has been driving his tires a bunch, and oh, that was not a good chicane. I lost more than a second there.
It's just hard to figure out who to watch right now. There's not really that much going on.
Oh, Cherry getting...
Cherry's now just dropped himself off the podium.
Yeah.
That track limits penalty there.
Yeah, he now may even have to worry about Ocean, because Ocean is flying right now on fresh tires. And Cherry, of course, is not going to get much quicker on these hards. Last lap for Cherry has been a 31.1. Last lap for Ocean was a 36, so half a second per lap as of now.
Yeah.
But that was also with overtaking and being stuck behind Jonas. So, yeah.
I wonder if Ocean will now set the fastest lap. He's got 29.6 to beat.
He is...
Which could be doable.
A tenth quicker in sector... No, 3/10 quicker in sector 1. And then 2/10 slower in sector 2 in the current lap. I did also look at the wrong lap. What I looked at was Nitro's lap, actually. But Nitro was 0.6 quicker than Cherry last lap as well, so... And DJ may even be looking for an on-track win here, honestly. He is chasing down Cherry. And he also drove his personally fastest lap last lap. Only a tenth off the fastest lap that Jonas is currently still holding. Yeah, even Ocean's last lap was not the fastest lap. Was a personal best by a second. But it was half a tenth slower than Jonas' fastest lap.
Yeah, and Ocean going for a move on the outside. Ooh. Looked like there was some form of... No,
I don't think they just backed out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Menup with DRS going around the outside of Daddy. And that is just a clean-cut move, honestly. There is not much the Haas can do to defend that. Unless maybe count on the straight. He has a lot of ERS to play with.
With 1 lap left. Ooh, slight bit of slip from Nitro. Just the rear of the car kicking out a little bit there. He has DRS. How's the gap gonna look at the end of this?
Well, it's a lot closer, but I think the main overtaking zone is coming up after Cops either way.
Yeah, it gets it down to 3/10 at the end of the straight, loses a little bit of time, just gonna assume less downforce than Psycho. DRS open again.
Yeah, but he's too far back.
Yeah. It's gonna be a last lap battle between the Mercedes and the Racing Bull.
Yeah, they have to worry about losing too much time as well. Psycho, of course, is not quite going the pace of Cherry anymore here. Medium's starting to drop off quite heavily. Ocean is still banging out near fastest laps. He drove another 29.65, which is a 100th quicker than his last lap. And yeah, still half a tenth off the fastest lap, the actual fastest lap.
Yeah.
This time around, he drove a 29.9, which is honestly not...
I also noticed that,
yeah?
Sorry. I noticed that Ocean, I don't know why it took me so long to realize, that Ocean went on to mediums instead of softs.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I don't know. As you said, maybe like 6 or 7 laps in the softs would have worked. But unless maybe he didn't have an extra set left.
Yeah, I mean,
qualifying.
Depending on how well you judge your tire preservation, I think it can be easier to just push all out on mediums without thinking about it than to go for softs and try to have them. Yeah. So move for P2 potentially. Has to take it way tighter though here. It's not gonna be an entirely free move. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's no DRS here.
Our Psycho's completely out of DRS though,
yeah.
ERS. And
Nitro is on 14%.
Yeah, there's contact. Okay, you can do it like that as well, I guess. Yeah, and wow, this is gonna be tight now with overtaking Cherry even. Yeah, and they have not done it. That little crash cost them the time to keep Cherry in P2. That's probably gonna carry little reports with it afterwards, because I think Nitro had this P2 pretty safely. Ocean just behind these guys as well here. And yeah, further back here, Fabian is gaining some nice little points. Asuna once more. Honestly, clean and tidy race from what we've seen. All the antics.
Which could only... If the track record of this season so far of the Challenger race being quite tame, the Elite race that followed after it has had a bit of carnage for the past couple of weeks, so...
Yeah, we'll see.
So, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, some decent display of racing from time to time here. And looking good so far. Another win for DJ, who is really ramping up to be the main championship contender here.
Yeah.
Let me see.
To be fair, even without the time penalties for Cherry, it still was close. It wasn't like a dominant, you know, win. So, guess there's value in that. Cherry with the most overtakes as well.
Yeah.
Driver of the day, Nitro, fastest lap, Jonas, DJ is the winner, obviously. Nice.
Oh, sorry, I was a little bit confused. The tool is giving me errors because it does not know the reverse tracks. So
that's a good point.
I'm recording the data, of course, and I have them here, but I am not entirely sure if we can actually get the data out in the very end, because at least it was not able to
figure it out afterwards.
Yeah.
Again, when we discuss Cherry, we can discuss if we can get the data, and if we can't, then what do we do? I mean, to be fair, we don't have any other reverse tracks for the rest of the season, so
yeah,
all good.
Would be unfortunate. Would probably be some extra work to make the standings manually then, but yeah. It was a decent first showing of that track as well, and I'm curious to see it back, well, with you driving as well, of course.
Yep.
And it's Ferrari.
Yeah, so we'll be right back. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome back everybody to what I thought was a launching lobby, but turns out we are still waiting here for a little longer before we're heading into the loading screen and then, well, hopefully into the game. So, almost full Elite Tier grid. Kurt is expected to load into Quali. We'll chuck him an invite once we're in that session. Yeah, you know the drill. Great Britain, reverse track. And Speed Racer has left the session, so we will throw one or more than one invite. Yeah, we've seen great racing action in Challenger Tier already on this track. And looking forward to see more of that in Elite. I mean, as Bats has said, whenever the Challenger Tier race was actually like decent and humane, Elite Tier has been an absolute shitfest. So let's see how it works today, if it is still comparably so bad, or if this is gonna be a decent race as well. So, loading complete. We could also have rain. I mean, it's the UK after all, which would be crazy, honestly. But yeah, let's see about that. I'll get Speed Racer in here real quick. If I have him. Oh, he is already there. Never flip in mind. Kurtz though. Zack. I hope if he launched this game successfully, join in as well. So 18 to be 19 drivers there with the second Aston. We're only having a 3 Racing Bull seat there alongside Speed Racer. And apart from that, full grid here. DJ is subbing in from Challenger Tier. This time around, no Nitro and Ocean, at least as far as I saw. Speed Racer has left the session again. Bro's connection does not seem to be super stable. Let's see. Lauda gonna be the first one to set a lap here. Really got to wonder what these Elite Tier times have in store for us. After Challenger Tier times, apparently, well, have been claimed to be unbeatable by some Elite drivers already early on. I think those were like 26 high, 27 flat. I think I've heard 25 high times in discussions in the Elite Tier chat before, so we're gonna see whether or not that's gonna happen. Lauda's gonna be the first one to set a lap. Starting off the lap with this tricky little turn combination. Of course, a lot of these turns very awkward to drive backwards, given they were never intended to be driven backwards. But the racetrack's still decently drivable. Really curious whether or not they only made the 3 tracks reverse that they have done so far, which is Austria, Zandvoort and Silverstone. Because they're actually remotely drivable, and they left out all the other tracks because they were of the impression that these weren't so good, or if they were just lazy and trying to, yeah, push big updates later on with new features, just being the reverse versions of all the other tracks. Yeah, purple sectors, not the biggest surprise here for Lauda, as he's the first one to run. One of the pole contenders for sure. So that's gonna be interesting as well. I think Rapid is right behind him. We're gonna have a good idea of what times there to beat. Pretty soon. 25 high, here we are. Rapid over the line now, 26 flat. First lap, not the very greatest for Rapid here. But of course, only a first run here. Let's see, who can we watch? Prosky is having a qualifying ban, so he is not actually driving. Most likely. I better hope for him. Let's check what Bats is doing. Has also announced that he wasn't gonna practice for this one. Honestly, like, I don't know, might just be a tough call to do this on Silverstone Reverse, especially. Like, all the other tracks, you gotta, like, have been driving for, like, 10 years or so if you've been playing F1 for a while. And then you choose to not practice for specifically the entirely new track there is. Yeah, Kingsman also. No practice gang, but has been on the podium the last 2 races. Let's see how the no prac is working out for him here. It's not looking too great, but at the same time, Hussein is currently still at a mid-27 as well. So not looking too shabby for everybody around him, I guess, then, because you'd expect him to be somewhat on pace. However, it is evident the pace is somewhere else. It's quite the gap there at the top. 0.3 between P1 and 2, and then another 0.4 to P3 here. And afterwards is kind of where the real fight gets going. Speed Racer here. Has been a little bit in controversy last time around, however has mostly been cleared of the incidents he was in, or received lighter penalties, I guess. Fair, I think he's one of the guys who is doing their first league racing experience here. There's just a little bit of awareness missing sometimes, but I'm sure this is getting there. And it's not been looking so bad ever since, so... Let's see how this one goes. He's decently able to race side by side on this track, as we have witnessed in Challenger at times. There's no real clear overtaking spots here, I would say. The DRS straights, they pose more of an opportunity to go side by side through the next section of turns, really, because the braking points are not that clear, and thus not really like easy enough to overtake there at all. Can't really make a dive, park your car on the apex or anything. You gotta really fight for the overtake a little bit. You will indeed not be going out, lol. Yeah, that is lovely to hear. I mean, it's of course unfortunate, but honestly, like, I don't know. The incident that P22 points, yeah, I believe. You got this. I mean, I hope it's P19 to points. I'm not sure what where Kurtz is at. Otherwise, we will be staying with 18 drivers, of course. He has not texted in Elite chat again to be invited again. I think you have okay pace, just have to stay out of trouble. To be fair, like, honestly, I wouldn't say this is like 60% of league racing success, because pace does matter quite a lot as well. But like, you can do so much already if you're just like decently fast, but well aware of incidents. I think like the first 2 seasons of Marseillan being around and always being like a top 5 contender, he was also like clearly off pace against the top 5 drivers, but he was always ending up somewhere around the podium because he was just yeah, staying out of trouble, having good instincts when it came to collisions ahead to avoid them and stuff. And yeah, I think in his first few reasons before he kind of picked up the pace a little bit more towards his latter seasons now, he really shined and earned points way above his pay grade just through consistency and staying out of trouble. But yeah, the midfield here is why, honestly, I love this year's Elite tier. We have so many strong drivers, but also the midfield is like super competitive and really anyone can get into points. And as we've seen with Kingsman here, who has been, I think, like 19th or 20th seed in this Elite tier, like everyone can get on the podium if they just have that race weekend where everything works out for them. Which is like really nice to see, in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna grab myself a quick can of energy drink because I kind of forgot to get something new to drink, and I'm kind of getting a little bit tired. But yeah, I'll be right back, leaving you with Fanta's hot lap here, and yeah, we'll be in 20 seconds. Alright. So, just ready back at the end of Fanta's lap here. Seeing him coming over the line. And that is a slight improvement that gives him, I think, 1 position over Marseillan here. Everybody has set lap times already already as well. Which is nice to see. Oh, that is an invalidation by MQ. DJ on 8th here. Feeling well in the Haas, it seems. Let's see Brennan back. Invalid lap here too. Would have been really fast though. Who else is going? Rapid? That is either an outlap or an inlap. Or is Marseillan going? That is probably an inlap as well. Cherry 2P9. 26,666. My man's possessed. I'm gonna try to invite Kurtzer again. Because if he even wants to set a lap, he really needs to load in right around now. Kingsman here is also not on a fast lap. Hussein though, also not on a fast lap. Is anybody even on a fast lap? Jimsky here? I mean, he has way too much energy to be on a fast... Oh no. Yeah, I'm getting so dizzy with this reverse track. I thought he was in the first, or rather now last turns of the circuit. But he's actually just started a lap. Yeah, sure, I think that is the best way to use overtake. Just flashing around a little bit with it. Yep. In before, this is actually some sort of strat to use less overtake but get more boost out of it. Last few turns. Ah, that looked invalid, yeah. So he's going back into the pits most likely to get one more try in. If he can get one more try, I'm honestly not even sure. Yeah, no, he should be easily able to. Let's see. Oh, who is gonna be first? It's gonna be Speed Racer first, right? Yeah. Then MQ is also out, Bats, and well, the other Ferrari in Yeast. I assume everybody is gonna be getting out of the pits. Oh, bit by bit. Okay. Immediately back in for Speed Racer. Not sure what that's supposed to do, but I guess we're gonna watch MQ here a little bit. As DJ just ahead gets out for his last lap again. So is one of the kicks. Kingsman there. And yeah, there we have it, half the grid moving out. MQ abandoning his hot lap. So that means Yeast would have been next. Yeah, let's watch Yeast a little bit. Hey, how up? Oh. Briefly forgot how to talk. Yeah, the people in chat. Welcome, welcome. And Yeast's in the wall. Or in the mud, rather. Well, that means Bats is still going. Nope, and that does not look much better. Yeah, I mean, this corner exit there has caught so many people off guard. In the Challenger tier race as well. Really crucial to get that right. DJ. I'm gonna be on his last attempt here. Tough final laps, yeah. We're gonna get a lot of these in now. No, Jimsky's on an outlap, I was about to say. Aren't they supposed to stay on the track? SMH my head. Elite drivers stay on track, challenge impossible. Yeah, Challenger tier drivers are just the better drivers, right? That's why Challenger tier race finishes first. And Elite tier race finishes second. What a bunch of idiots, right? Can't load the game, tried everything. Yeah, that is a really pain. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, we should just migrate Formula Sundays to Trackmania instead. Use, just rebuild every F1 track and then play it with collision on. I feel like that would be a good idea. Did I see your insane start? I was unfortunately not on board with that. I did see some battling with you and some others. And like I was on board with like more of you guys like further back in the start when you were battling a lot, which was very nice to see. I mean, you got points in the end. Need Speed Racer and Bats and Challenger. DJ, Nitro and the others up. Nah, you guys are fucking high. That's impossible. I think Cherry needs to go to Elite. We're way too OP. So let's see. Lauda is finishing his lap here. Rapid retiring. Not entirely sure where. Jimsky P1 for now. Lauda has the chance to take it for himself. But can't take it. Ooh, Fanta though, he's also up. A little bit further down, but a few points, positions gained. Are almost out qualifying Rapid here, that would have been a story. 7,000th down of the Red Bull driver. An MQ on an invalid lap as well, so... Most normal MQ pit entry. What is going on here? God. I mean, that was very good reflexes, I will not lie. Like, try to avoid the other car. Average elite pit entry for sure. Yeah, who even called them elite drivers, right? Now, Rapid is not liking the freaking track much in Elite in general. And Fanta is not too happy neither. He said he could have had another 10th go in for himself. I mean, he only needed 7,000 really for Rapid, otherwise there was no one really to be battled. Jimsky, Siga, Lauda seemingly in a different level here. And yeah, Rapid for once seems to be not quite on pace, also saying in practice his best lap was a 0.8. Would still be slower than the top 3 here. Otherwise, let's look at some of the starting positions. Fanta on 5th is for sure a little bit of a surprise, I guess. But he's been having a glow up recently as well. Lastly on 6th, and Britan back, we would expect, I think. Janneman in 9th is decent. DJ gets 10th in the Haas there, the Challenger tier driver. Then we have Cherry in 11th, and not too bad neither. And yeah. Mofa Yeast. Hussein only 14th here. Kingsman, Speed Racer, Bats, and then of course last starting Prosk here. 18 cars, there's a lot of action to be had. I would suspect Hussein to be able to move up the ranks in the race a little bit. He just seemed to not get a quali lap together. Rare to see him 1.3 seconds off the pace. Also interesting to see the top speeds here. DJ, for example, has only hit 326 kilometers per hour. Whereas everybody else is ranging between 334 to 339, so like he's almost 10 kph off the pace, top speed wise, driving a lot higher downforce than presumably that is. It looks kind of grayish, but it's also very light still. I do not think we're seeing a rainy race here, most likely. Unfortunately. There's just too much sun out there still. So let's look at some of these tires. No big surprises. Lauda said earlier in the chat that on 50% medium tires use 8% per lap. So if we're expecting them to not drive them until they're like fully dead, we're looking at, yeah, maybe 8 laps would be 64%. Maybe 9 laps, like a little bit higher even, I guess. But yeah, it's 26 laps, I think. So 9 laps and then 17 laps on hard tire is gonna be a task for sure. So it's not unlikely that people are going for the 2-stop strat here. Even though this is, I think it is actually the longest pit lane, the biggest time loss you take in any pit lane on the calendar. It's also a lot of high-speed turns, so you can really benefit well from softer compounds. As long as they survive, of course, that is. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Unfortunately, Prosk's intention of sharing telemetry has not worked out entirely. I can't see the tire wear there. Seagull missed his parking spot. That is not gonna help him here on the run to turn 1. That is not particularly long though. We're gonna see. East, Kingsman on hard, Speed Racer on softs, everybody else on the medium. Fast car has made its way onto the grid. Mercedes there, I think that is Mofa already standing sideways to go for a potential move. Lights are on. And they're out. Looked like a good start by Jimsky and Lauda. Seagull. Oh, Seagull got a banger though, honestly. Did not see that one coming. It's challenging Jimsky into turn 1 already. Has the Ferrari going wide. Looking for the switchback here. Tiny contact. But they stay right in their order. Further back, a lot of cars spinning around there. Almost crashing out. But in the front, no position changes from what I could see. East has lost a lot of positions. Second Ferrari there is not getting away very well. Let's see, Marcian here. Briefly swapping positions with Britan back. But they're now up and running just behind each other. Prosk and Bats here. Apparently swapped positions briefly as well. There is Yeast getting back at Kingsman there, but going very wide here. Kingsman driving back past the 2 hard runners there. Definitely the big losers of the start. As we have Britan back and Fanta. Fanta here, in the dead angle for the spectator, I guess. Not visible for us at all. He will stay ahead there, going side by side with Britan back through that section. Oh. Okay, looked like there was contact briefly. But it seems like there wasn't actually. Both cars just keep running just like that. Mofa looking to join the battle here potentially. Gunnerman in the Mercedes sandwich. We might change that here. Claims some space on the outside. Leading to Mofa running a little bit wide. Good exit here by the Alpine. He goes out to the left. Will be on the inside there, Mofa. Looking for the potential switchback, but could not find it here. Lots of battling going on in these positions further down. Cherry here. Could try and have a look on one of the Mercedes as well, but runs very wide. You see the the tire marks there on the dirt as well. Oh, Fantas left the session. That is not good. Let's try get him back in ASAP here before he loses too much time, but yeah, he's already getting passed by Yanneman. Oh, and phew, Cherry is having the time for sure. Hunter's AI here right now. He is rejoining now. Will be taking control in a bit. Lost 3 seconds-ish, I'd say. Yeah, where is Cherry going? He's reinterpreting the track limits. Oh, DJ versus Bats. DJ has the better end for it for now, but Bats on the inside here. Probably gonna get a worse exit. Yeah, we see DJ on the outside. They're having a lot more speed. Really nice to see these, I wouldn't really say uncommon racing lines, but it's definitely easier to go for moves around the outside and switchbacks around here, especially with the backwards layout, because the turns get so much tighter that if you're prioritizing entry, very often you'll be left without road on the exit and going wider in, and for the switchback throughout the turn can benefit you in a lot of these turns. Further up here, it's not much happening here. It's Seagull, Jimsky, Lauda for a while now. Rapid and Marcian following closely. Everybody until MQ. Still very stacked up here in the train, and then there's some smaller gaps forming out of Yanneman. Brandenburg looks like he's just about keeping it with the top guys, as Lauda has crashed out, spun out, whatever. Can't really see if it was somebody's fault or not. Very dirty tires all the way down at the end now. Was this a Lauda bottle, or did he get bottled here? Because he's gone a while now in top pace territory without throwing his car away. Happened a little bit more frequently back in the past, where he had good one-lap pace and then, yeah, very often did not survive in the race. There is a little bit more of a gap now at the top though. Seagull was already trying to escape and was very close to escape in the 1 second window. Now Rapid without Lauda being in between, bridging these few seconds, and also now spinning. I thought this was Marcian who spun, but no, actually Rapid spun here. Makes the followers here a own separate group now. It's quite the gap now with Rapid and Lauda missing between Marcian and Jimsky. There's now 2 seconds of free air. Hussein's still stuck in the train here. From what I can see, the mediums range between 20 and 30% right now. So largely different tire wear. 2% higher wear for some of the cars than for others. 30% would be 6 per lap, I guess. Actually, I guess lap 5 is not even done yet, so we would have to look at the end of this lap again. Hussein here running a little bit wide as well. Oh. Brosk, I think, has just gotten by Bats. Has promised some points here today. And is currently not looking too bad. Starting last, of course, of the quali ban. Bats here being jumped by Kingsman as well. He is very far off the promised podium, as DJ has made his way back past Speed Racer, who goes really deep here. almost looked like an opportunity for Prosk here to go past as well. So let's see, start of this lap, we have 35 to 25%, so it's between 5 and 7% tire wear for the medium runners that I can see here. So it's able to go a little bit longer, so one stop may be on the line if you're like driving a little bit more conservatively with your tire wear. Oh, Britan back. It's now really close to Marcian, really fighting for that P3. Marcian is not gonna have DRS, so he may have a legitimate chance to go for a move here, but he's so far back. Don't think he can make it. Oh, and Hussein retired. Ah, that is unfortunate. From what it looks like, he spun into the wall, I would say by himself. I guess with drivers having the tendency to run very, very wide there and go off track even, it wouldn't entirely surprise me, at least, if he ran off the track by himself. Let's see. People coming in? Question mark? I think this is not a horrible pit stop timing. This would also enable the two stoppers. Yeah. Seagull coming in, so is Jimsky. So are Brentenbeck and the Red Bulls. Janeman, everybody in so far. Two Mercedes also coming in. Oh, Kingsman going through. Kingsman, Bats and Yeast all going through. But everybody else, oh boy. Yeah, double stack here for the Mercedes. They are gonna be losing some time. I think the Haas's are double stacking as well though. Yeah, DJ and Prosk. Oh, I thought we had that setting disabled. That cars can go into each other. Oh well. So, the new order. Still Jimsky, Seagull, Seagull, Jimsky, Marcian. And then Brentenbeck. Still behind them. Janeman has jumped Rapid due to the double stacking in the pits. And Fanta has jumped MQ, I think, due to double stacking in the pits. And Prosk is all the way back down again because of double stacking once more here. So yeah, some of the teams very close together there, and tough call of course, but I think it's probably still better to go in here now instead of just staying out. For Kingsman, I guess it's a gamble, right? Like, Kingsman was super close to Cherry as well. Yeah, and DJ there gets a 10-second time penalty for severe collision with Speed Racer. Honestly, I did not even see they touched. But yeah, sleeping a little bit on when the safety car queue was gonna be slow. At least nobody at the bug of the pit lane here. And we have Bats leading laps. Crazy. Easter's still going in here. I'm not sure why he did not do that last lap, because he was far enough away from Jimsky. I mean, I guess strategically it does not really make too much sense for him, I guess. He's gonna have to go for mediums once more than after, I think. From what we've learned, you can drive them between... Well, let's say you want to drive them to 60%. So it's probably between 12 and... 8 to 12 laps. 8 laps would be cutting it rather tight. He needs 9 laps twice. Or he can go 10 and 8, I guess, because you use less tires on the safety car, of course. But yeah. Not visible on screen, of course, but I can see that pretty much everybody is on hards right now. Everybody but Yeast, Speed Racer, and Lauda. And of course Bats, who hasn't pitted yet. But these 4 are on mediums. 3 of them because they pitted. Speed Racer, Lauda, and Yeast on fresh mediums. And Bats, of course, because he started on the mediums and did not go in. Kingsman thus being, I think, the only other driver who has not pitted yet. Being still on the hards that he started on. So, safety cars going in this lap. Bats is slowing it down, but I think he needs to slow it down a little bit more. Not really got many options when to start already. Guess he can just pick up the pace at some point here. Guess Kingsman has a little bit of a roadblock here behind, because Kingsman, of course, being on old tires as well. I think we're going. Yep. ERS engaged, but yeah, it's pretty much just a rolling start here. Nobody slept during the restart. No gap bigger than 0.4. Brandenback and Marcellian fighting. Spinning Marcellian out there almost and crashing the Alpine into Rapid there, I think. That did not go well. Rapid is not having the greatest time here at all. Janeman also all the way down now with Rapid. Was in decent position beforehand. Let's see Seagull getting past Bats here and is now having an eye on Kingsman in the lead. Jimsky had some contact by Britan back there. We see him in the rear mirror. On the outside here. Whoa. There is a Mac Red Bull, who's also here as well. Caution sector 2, and there's a safety car again. I wonder, was Marcellian ahead? I'm not entirely sure. It seems like this looks fine, like both of them just drove their pace. Don't think Jimsky really overtook him there. Mofa died. I have no idea why and how. Lauda was also on that straight very slowly. And I think I may have an idea what caused Mofa's DNF when I look at Lauda's nose. For Prosk. No, he does. It does look like he's missing a front wing end plate, and he's coming into the pits as well. Yeast is also for sure missing a front wing end plate. Bats and Kingsman take the easy out, I guess, to finally take their pit stops. Apparently Rapid and Mofa were coming together. Rapid expressing he's not particularly sad that Mofa's race ended there. Implying that he was crashed into first. I'm sure we're gonna see that in the reports again. It's a truly interesting race though, like seeing Rapid for once, not like within the top 3, is crazy to see what he can do from this position still, on a track that does not favor him as much as the others. Gonna throw out a formal language warning if anyone of the racers is listening to the stream as well. But yeah. Discussions, if you want, are a little heated in the Elite chat. So, what are we left with? We are with Seagull Jimsky still. Marslian in P3 stayed out of trouble for the most of it. And Speed Racers, honestly, in a quite good looking P5 here, I think. Must as well have stayed out of trouble as well as he could. Not made any major mistakes, and even though Fanta earlier got shafted a little bit, he's now back up in 6th, just by the virtue of other cars having their moments, especially, or well, namely I guess Rapid and Janeman coming together there, running over the grass after turn 3 there. Well, the second safety car, we're not even halfway through the race. I'm not sure if the soft cap for safety cars still exists, so that you can't have more than 3. But I sure hope so. Otherwise we're not doing anything else. What else is there to look at? DJ has gotten a new front wing as well. Just now. Tool is saying he had a pit time of 7 seconds, so I assume that's what it is. He may have served the 10-second time penalty for crashing into Speed Racer as well. Which is fair enough, to be fair. I don't think he would have gotten that removed on an appeal. Because while it was technically a little bit bullshit, it was still sort of his fault for not seeing that he was catching the safety car queue then and there. We might still get a restart this lap, honestly, but not entirely sure. Nope. So I think the safety car looks, if every car is in, yeah, I was about to say, is in Sector 3 at a certain point, but that was a really late idea of the safety car to come in. It was pretty much already in the pit lane there. Oh, Rapid going into the pits. Interesting call, honestly, but sure. We'll have it. Wait, what? It's still on track. Nah, surely not, surely not. The Seagull dying to unsafety car in a bit. What? Okay. Yeah, I mean, safety car, it was not done yet. I'm sorry, safety car, I was not familiar with your game. Seagull is also not catching the safety car queue. What? I mean, it has to be safety car. Seagull can't go faster. It does look like, you know, like how in the past, no, I don't think they're allowed to, but do you know how in the past when the safety car went in, it slowed down the leader? Some of what Seagull has been driving here looked just like that. The like jittering throttle inputs, for example, looked like he was hard pressing throttle and then the game limits it every now and then. So I think we may be looking on an actual safety car restart here. Speed Racer, 10-second time penalty for collision with Brandenburg. That sucks. We've praised him for staying out of trouble, but apparently he did not quite manage. So now we're going. Yeah, this looks more like we're going, right? There is no safety car coming out of the pits. Yeah, no. Okay, so we're racing. We're racing. Let's see. Yeah, let's just stick with Rapid for a little bit, because I think he's gonna fry right now. He is on medium tires, most of the field is still on hards. Yeast, for example, is on hards. The Haas ahead, Prosk, is on mediums. But then Bats and Cherry are on hards again. Oh, yep, Yeast's going on an adventure. Oh. We're waiting for the move here. Not gonna come yet. Prosk is going a little bit deeper here. Opens a room around the outside there, and Rapid just makes that move stick very nicely. Next two targets on hard tires again. So he's gonna have the slight advantage again. The Bat's sliding around there a little bit. And a way better line for the exit here, even though Rapid lost his car briefly. Gonna have the inside line and the advantage here. Yeah, grip is all the difference. He has DRS just as everybody else in this train has though. Very oversteery here. That might challenge Goat Cherry in 10th. I mean, you're gonna watch your challenger Goat Cherry being robbed of P10 live in 4K. I'm giving it one more lap at max. I think he's just gonna get dived here. Oh. Never mind. He's surviving. Ah, Rapid missed that turn a good bit. Not putting him in the very best position to challenge Cherry here. Yeah, this exit by Cherry, of course, is something different. I think this has him done for. Oh yeah, Rapid's just throwing his car into the turn. Further up, you could have seen Yannaman getting past MQ as well. But yeah, we're just sticking with Rapid for a bit, because I assume he's gonna make it through these three cars rather sooner than later as well. Don't think we're ever getting rid of that caution sector 2 warning in the top. Kingsman very wide there. Could open him up to a move by Rapid here. So looking forward to send one into this turn already, but decides not to in the end. Kingsman also on relatively fresh mediums, if I remember correctly, so it's gonna be a good bit harder to just traction around him like he did with the hard runners before. So let's see. Next window for a move coming up around here. He can find a really good exit. He's taken a lot of space here to get good speed onto this straight. Kingsman is sliding on the exit a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Rapids to make a move. Oh, Prosk in the Haas further back, making it past Bats, or move is still in process at least. Speed Race in the pits is gonna lose a lot of time because he's gonna serve the 10 seconds as well. Bats overshooting these two turn entrances a little bit. Speed Racer is out on mediums again. If I see that correctly. Wonder if he can go to the end on these. If so, this race might be salvageable, but yeah, he's so far down the pack now. Really needs a safety car there. Lauda having his fair share of trouble with Cherry here. Polish wall, called that for a reason. And we had Yeast and DJ coming together apparently here. And DJ ending up dead. This looks like a VSC to me. And we have Kingsman going into the pits. Oh no, it's Kingsman and Cherry, but Cherry picks up a time penalty as well. Even though it does not even do him any good to go faster here either way, because they're double stacking. And he's gonna lose time for the time he has gained on the pit entrance. Plus, he's losing time for speeding to the pits. Oh, and Prost gets a drive-through for speeding on the safety car. Well, buddy, I think that's it for the points finish here, potentially. I mean, it's still possible, I guess. But that's gonna be very hard. Corner cut time penalty for MQ, who has also lost out to the second gap to Janeman, but has in turn built up a second gap to Rapid. So, top 4 here. There's not too many position changes, and many of the other tracks you see them DRS swapping a lot, but over here that's just rarely even happening at all. Rapid is gonna get DRS again onto MQ, which is gonna be A little bit of an easier target, given that he does not have DRS himself. I assume next straight we can expect a move. Oh, Marcian was Britan back. Into cops. Make it stick. And now is the chance. Good exit by Rapid. Just slots in ahead. No chance to even go sideways and defend there through the turn. And it is P7 again for Rapid, moving up slowly but steadily. Jimsky in the Ferrari, fastest lap. They have built a gap on Britan back, who must have lost some time fighting with Marsley on here. Oh. And upon serving the drive-through, Prosk gets an additional 10-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. It's all over for our copium recipients, who are Kingsmen here, Bats and Prosk. Copium seems to be misplaced for this evening. Let's see. Marcian could have a decent chance to get by Britan back here. Has to put all his money on the exit here. Oh, that's not too great. Britan back there gaining a really good speed for the straight. Not really touchable for Marcian anymore here. Jimsky went very deep there. As the Middle Eastern boys are battling here, Lauda past MQ. But is on relatively fresh mediums that are definitely going to get him to the end of the race. Prosk is going to have a little bit of a tougher time. I would estimate that his mediums are going to be around the 40% wear mark already. Lauda into the pits even. That is interesting. For what purpose though? He's now on 11 lap old hearts. Not sure if he imagined that like this. Might have been a little bit of a blunder, but it's gonna be taking him to the end either way. Everybody else is on 14 laps already and they are intending to go to the end most likely. You know, Prosk is not gonna have the most funnest times anymore. I did not even see he was already on 11 lap old mediums. These things, yeah, probably aren't too great at this point anymore. I mean, Lauda seems to have the pace though. Cherry on fresh mediums, yet struggling quite visibly to keep Lauda behind. Does do so in the end. Just better traction around these technical turns. And then here, Prosk vs Bats. Old medium versus fresh medium. Yeah, Prosk is holding tight. Nice little display of racing. Having the inside here, but the curb is not so easily takeable, I guess. That looked a little bit weird. They are having some desync issues for sure, because the car was behaving unnaturally before. And he just lets Bats go here. after the crash beforehand. He's speeding the pit lane. I am... not sure why he's even pitting. Oh, yellow flag in sector 1. That is an Alpine. That is louder. Old Heart's probably not doing the trick much anymore. He's back on track. And going forwards. So... if we believe the low tire wear strategy or calculations I've done before, 12 laps should have us at about 60% tire wear for the mediums. At max it should be around 80%, 85% if the tire wear is like really high. So either way, Rapids and Prosk's tires not particularly drivable anymore. I don't think Rapid is gaining on Yaneman at this point even anymore. Just because I think the older Hearts are probably holding up better than the little bit younger, but still like relatively old mediums. Top 5 pretty much unchanged in the last few minutes as well. Because everybody's probably busy enough to keep their car on track. Not really need all that fighting to potentially lose them positions. I'm fairly certain at some point Brandenburg will try to put some actual pressure on Marceljan again. And try to get that P3, that podium finish. Especially since Marceljan can't really hope for support from the front. A 1.8 second gap is unlikely to close in these last 2 laps. I'm very close there, between Brandenburg and Marceljan. With another DRS zone, this could be it. Lauda seemingly spun into the wall again, did lose some sizable speed at least. These 3, Yeast, Prosk, Lauda, about to be lapped here by Siegel, Jimsky, etc. Could be interesting in these last few laps still. But then again, they are on soft tires and fresh tires in general. Don't think they should be necessarily catchable. They are not that much slower pace-wise, so that these tires wouldn't make a difference. And Yeast, fastest lap. Pitted for softs just to do that. Which probably means he's not going to be caught anytime soon. Prosk and Lauda. A little bit closer to the leaders here. But yeah, Brandenburg still can't get much closer to Marceljan. And Jimsky, he has a lot of juice in the tank, I guess. But so has Siegel, so... This is probably an idea of like waiting until the very last lap to make the move. So there can't be a counter by the Williams driver. I wonder if this may be too late. We've seen this in the past, where they really only go in the last lap and kind of blow their chance because they don't have enough time to drain the battery of the car in front. Does not look like there are many changes further down the order. Might be Prosk versus Lauda still, but that's not 4 points. Speed Racer is probably gonna get a point here. Cherry has a time penalty and it's only 1.5 seconds between them, but it's all between these two guys now. Jimsky, Seagull, duking it out for the win. Driving low 20, no, not low 29s, 130s respectively. Seagull with a 130.6 last lap, Jimsky with a 130.1, or half a second quicker. Jimsky clearly still has it in him. He needs to channel everything into the next few turns here to put pressure on this straight. Really good exit here. I think he's gonna gain a lot, using a lot of energy as well though. And he's overshooting this a little bit. Might get good angle and speed out of this one though, but I think Seagull has a decent idea of that as well. Yeah, it looks like Seagull may just be out of reach for the Ferrari driver, unless he makes some sort of big mistake here still. There's the Jimsky wheel spin, and with that there's absolutely no chance that Seagull's win gets taken away still. And, well, first reverse race of Elite is going into the hands of Seagull as well. Yeast finishing the race in the pits. There's another on-track battle here, I guess, for Speed Racer and Cherry, but Speed Racer should know that he's gonna get the position either way. Yeah, and there we are. 1 point for Speed Racer here. Could have been a lot more if he did not have that 10-second time penalty. Bats jumping out of Cherry as well. And then it's only Prosk and Lauda who are finishing their race a good bit behind everybody else because they had their extra pit stop. Shit track for racing, yeah. Honestly, it looked like it was a bit harder to overtake. The overtakes that happened were like way cooler because it requires you to like kind of set up over half the track and go side by side through some turns with it, but like in terms of overtaking, usually it seems a lot harder. Yeah, temperatures going very high up, fair. Well, I guess it was a try. We don't need to do reverse races again, but yeah, it was definitely an attempt to do them. I personally think it still delivered a quite entertaining race, even with a little bit less overtakes than usual. Saw some cool moves. And all of that was Seagull, Jimsky, Marslian. So yeah, race winner, Seagull, fastest lap for Yeasts here. Kingsman getting drive of the day there. Most overtakes for Yeast as well. And Marslian apparently keeping out of all trouble. So, let's see these results here in the very end, in case Seagull needs to do them manually. Quick incident scroll. Zack, zack. Any of you need these? Yeah, Marslian is the GOAT, yeah. I mean, I was talking about him driving these races like quietly and consistently in his early days, but this is like prime OG Marslian racing here. It's absolutely invisible throughout the entire race. Comes out P3 in strong contention. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well played for any of our drivers, of course. And thank you all for being here. And see you next week. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.